total, how much did you make? Like
430.
430K.
Yeah, crazy.
Wow. This is your account. This is the product which made how much? Like
Yeah, this has made like $250,000.
85 million views.
Crazy part about this video is this video is not mine. I didn't make this video. I didn't make the concept. Yeah, 20K from that one video.
Like you have 1K days on a consistent basis from just stories.
From just stories.
Yeah.
Like, when you post an Instagram story, I always...
All right, bro. It's been a long time coming.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, you started the program a while back. It took a while until you made it work, but at this point, I mean, we can go through your journey. How did everything go? It's like I looked at the numbers. It's insane. You made like over 400K.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even know. I genuinely thought it was around like 250, 300. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, so I started like 3 years ago. Do you remember the conversation? It was absolutely crazy. Like it was a Costa, like in a coffee, random hookup. We had a 15-minute call. And then, just went from there. Started off with Facebook ads. Facebook ads didn't really work that well.
Yeah.
Then, you reached out to me and said, there's a new opportunity with TikTok Organic. And everything blew up. Had the first test with, the first product that we had was the alien ball. That you recommended. It's like, do that. I felt like an idiot. Just bouncing a little ball around in the car park. But, went crazy from there. So now doing crazy numbers.
Yes. No, you sticked with it. Like it took a while and you actually did keep going. And at the end of the day, like you starting organic till you making it work. What would you say? How long did it take?
To see like good numbers, it was literally within the first 2 months.
Yeah. So
the first product that I tested was like the alien ball.
Yeah.
That ball was never meant to be sold in the first place. But that made me the first 1K. Like, somehow I managed to actually sell it and made the first 1K.
Yeah.
And then I went straight into a second product, which is the Sharky blanket. And then, made my first 10K and then just found my big winner from there. Yeah, so it was like third or fourth product was like my big winner.
That's insane.
So crazy.
That's insane. And you like total, how much did you make? Like 400 something?
430.
430K.
Yeah, crazy.
Wow. What would you say were the biggest learnings over like the last year of doing this?
Definitely having a foundation of how you structure your day out. So I think that was the biggest curve because I never understood whether to film a video, edit it and post it.
Yeah.
So it was like pre-film, like 10 videos in one area so you don't have to constantly move stuff around and then edit them all up and then you can obviously post them. But the structure and obviously everything from the mentorship that comes with it as well.
Yeah. So this is your account. This is the product which made how much? Like
this has made like $250,000. Like
250K. Crazy, yeah. And by the way, this all like now getting into this probably doesn't work. Like why this works is you started it back then, and you just built up this super strong account, had like a really strong offer and all these things as well. But like, what is good about this?
Like this product is so good because it's just so niche based.
Yeah.
Like you have to really know the niche, and don't get me wrong, I knew nothing about crochet. Like knitting crocheting, there's no way that I was going to be able to like even think about selecting this product.
Yeah.
So with Jacob selecting this product, like it's just insane.
Yeah.
When he selected this, I was just laughing. Like, my first ever video, I was just like, what is going on? He reviewed it and he was like, this is trash. We've got to change a couple of things. It took a month, and then by the end of my first month, I did like my first 10K month. By the end of like the first month of running it, and it's just it just after that, it just took off. Yeah.
Maybe let's watch a video and go through like this is like super viral, 85 million views. Why do you think this went well?
The crazy part about this video is this video is not mine. I didn't make this video. I didn't make the concept. Crocs reposted a video of a woman knitting and doing this exact thing. That is, I just recreated it one for one.
But they were not selling anything.
No. They reposted somebody else because they were using Crocs. And I was like, okay, if Crocs reposted this, surely this has got to be good. Yeah. To me, it made no sense because I was like, I don't even know what this is or how it helps anyone. Obviously now I understand it, but this went viral and there's like, 20K from that one video. And it that was my first time going on holiday, and it was like me and my boy, and we made like 20K from that one video. It's just crazy.
That's so insane. Yeah. But you also have like a really cool Instagram story strategy.
Yeah, so this is a strategy that I've kind of found whilst I was going throughout the journey. And when you post an Instagram story, I always like find the best video that describes a product. And then at the bottom, I'll put like a link.
You can show.
We will see the best, for example, this is the best free tips for crocheters. And it shows off every single product that I want to sell. And then at the top, it will say an offer that we currently have on the page, as well as having the link to the page. But then what I found is if you actually draw as much attention to how the product just looks crazy, like for example, putting the little GIF at the bottom, for some reason, the conversions is just insane. Like insane. I can not post for like 10 days, post a story, and then we're back up and running like there's no tomorrow. And then after you post that one, I do follow up with another one. So I post 2 stories at the same time, where this is either going to be showing off another product, or it's a call to action video from a customer saying, where can I buy it? And then that will be that. So the first one will be showing off a product or products. And then the next one will be, this is where you can get it.
Interesting. Yeah, this is a great strategy to do the whole Instagram thing. I think stories in general are super underutilized. No? For whatever reason, organic dropshippers don't even think about posting on their story, even though this is like, you have 1K days on a consistent basis from just stories.
From just stories. Yeah, it's wild.
Because you're building a fan base. Like you're building people who actually like your thing, and they're like into this stuff. So it makes sense that if they see it, they buy it.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think one of the other things as well is just purely listening to the customer. So when you build a brand up like this, is customers will tell you what they want next. So they will tell you whether they'll want a certain video or a how-to video. Content like this are just so easy now because it's just the customers are there and then telling me what they want.
It's the best.
So, it's crushing it. Like all of these here, like of my girlfriend, is literally I've taken a video from one person who's like a crochet creator, and then literally 1-for-1 replicate that one video. On here, it's like it's done okay, but like on TikTok, that blew up massively. Yeah. But then I can mention on here how everyone wanted like a face reveal, because this community is very face revealing kind of content style.
Like more personal.
Yeah, it's very, very personal, and everyone was asking me for a face. So as soon as I put my girl's face on it, it blew up. Like the conversion just went through the roof as soon as
that's crazy. Yeah. It's just more relatable to them.
Yeah, it's absolutely. They straight away, like it just changed everything. And now every like 5 to 10 videos, I'll just kind of like put one in there, and it's just like I'm a real person instead of putting sleeves on my hands. And
the UGC stuff generally works so well, like having like a person behind your brand. Every single person who does this, I promise you, always your conversions will go up. Like people like to buy from people. They trust it so much more. They think 100% it's legit. Like this is the person behind it. It's like more interesting, more intriguing. Yeah. Is there anything else which is interesting about your product, or generally like something which like was helpful to you?
Yeah. One of the things as well that I found was how people aren't utilizing free gifts or gifts that they can offer to customers to like just boost your average order value. It's insane. It's underrated highly. Like finding a little product or finding something for free on Etsy that you can just buy, like you can download even free stuff, or like buy for $2-3. Slap that on as like a free PDF download, and conversion goes through the roof. But then recently I've thought, well, why don't I actually add it as an upsell? Added it as an upsell, and spent like $7 within 2 weeks. I made like an extra 1K, which is pure 100% profit. It's like it's crazy. It's crazy.
It is insane. This is like I told you, like to generally add checkboxes. This is something which you have to do if you're doing dropshipping. If you don't have checkboxes below your product page, like in the product page, you're missing out. Doesn't matter if they're free and it boosts conversion rate, or they're paid and you get more average order value. Like it just makes sense to have them.
Yeah. Imagine if I did that right from the start.
Like, exactly.
That would have been stupid. Like, it would have been crazy.
100%. It's like probably another extra 50 to 100K extra on top for free.
Definitely. Yeah.
Is there any like big learnings you had over doing so much organic dropshipping? Like any top things you learned?
Yeah, I think definitely one of the biggest things I've learned in the last few months is product selection.
Yeah.
Like I've never really understood the whole concept of finding products and just putting them random ones on the sheet and just expecting one to get chosen. But I was like, why is so many not getting chosen? It's the reason being is because the products just aren't what customers are after, or they don't fit us the perfect criteria. Yeah. So if you can find a product that you can potentially either put it into Facebook, or, scale it with Facebook, or build a brand out of it, it's just going to be 10 times better. 10 times better than just testing like a little fidget toy that might make you a K or something. But if you test like a 6-figure product, then you also know that you've got to stick to it. Yeah. So if it's a six-figure product, you got to stick to it, and it's going to happen eventually. Yeah. So
and it's also something which like you put in the same exact work into a product which is really good, and you get 10 times more results than if you put the same exact work into a worse product. Like your day-to-day doesn't change. It's the same exact thing. You film the same quality content. Everything's the same. Just the product That's the variable. And then all of a sudden you make more money. So it's like so worth it to understand what winners are. And this is like one of the biggest emphasis we have in the program, which is literally just you show us the product. We tell you which one out of the product you show us is good. And this is like one of the biggest foundations of the entire program is us choosing products for students. And you've seen like, you wouldn't see the product as a winner and then you get it picked and you're like, all right, let me test this. And all of a sudden it's like 250K.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a couple of other products that I'm currently running, and it's just like I would never in my life would have chosen it. Like it's just crazy. Like,
No, it literally is. Okay, so you made a bunch of money, great, a lot of profit, cool. Did you start spending it? What did you do with the money?
Yeah, so I didn't go crazy. Obviously, I moved out into a new house, kitted it all out. Went on a couple of holidays, but. For the most part, reinvested it back into the business and trying to grow and expand, finding more winners and
Yeah. But did you do any, like, did you buy any gifts to anybody or something?
So my girlfriend is now not working as well, so she's in the program. So she's also found a winner, so she's working on that. I bought a car as well.
Really? Which one?
Maserati.
Damn.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, I did buy maybe one or two things here and there, but for the most part, gone out to see family a bunch of times as well on holidays. So yeah, it's been really nice. I also went to see my nan, which was great, and took her on a holiday. Took her to a nice fancy restaurant and a hotel, and it's just crazy. She's never been on a vacation before.
Yeah.
So it was.
She was never on vacation.
No, she's never been on vacation.
It was her first time.
Yeah, it was crazy. Wow. Just took her out of the city, took her into a really nice hotel, and took her.
Do you feel any difference with having money now? Like, do you feel like life is different somehow? Is it the same? Is like what changed?
I would definitely say it's changed 100%. Like you have access to things that you never had before. But one of the biggest things I learned as well is not to be afraid to spend to get more in a way. Is you spend more, you get more, whether that's equipment, whether that's a prop for whatever, or just an investment into self-development.
Yeah. Like which specific things help you the most from the program itself?
First of all, the structure of the products that you get selected.
Yeah.
So obviously you do your product research, and then that product that you get selected is cutting out.
Would you selected that product?
Yeah, no, not in a million years. Like, I would have never ever in my life chose that. Yeah. But there's so many key little things that I've learned throughout the journey. For example, like Instagram, reposting on Instagram or reposting on YouTube and Facebook. Like that was never a thing. When you say TikTok organic, you always just think it's just all the TikTok alone, and that like covers 5% of the revenue that you get. So it's crazy. Instagram stories is completely underrated. Like a lot of insane amount of sales come just from Instagram stories, like reposting them on there and tagging the page link in there. It's just crazy. It's underrated. No one talks about it.
So. No, it is insane.
I have a couple of questions for you as well. What would you say that when you become successful, are you like your three main pillars that take you from like 6 figures to like 7 figures?
Number one, and this is something which you need to do like yesterday, is fully understanding what's up with your money. And like there can't be any holes in the bank. Like I had this exact same experience where I had holes in my bank account. I didn't know what's leaking, but I made 100K profit, and I look at the bank account and there's like 25. And I was like, where is my, like there's some hole, you know? You need to fully understand how much money is coming in, how much is going on. You actually have to understand your numbers, because until making 100K, it doesn't matter. You just pump out content, make the best possible content, select the best possible product. Just do that, you know? Now you have all that down. You need to understand where your money goes, where it is. And you should fully understand how much money you make versus how much money you have. And if there's a discrepancy, there's a problem. Okay? So that's a legit advice here. That's number one. It took me a while, but I figured out these holes, and that helped me a ton. And to me personally, it helps a lot to draw everything out. Like I open up a Miro board, like it's a software to like basically draw things. And then you can start drawing your entire business. How is it structured? Just like make a full-on map, you know? Imagine you would have a student, and your student would show you that thing. like try to catch your student as if it's a student, like try to catch yourself as if he's a student. So you look at the map and you're like, where's the hole? Where can I find the issue? How can I critique what you're showing me right now? And you do that over and over and over and over again. And I promise you're going to find 20,000 things which are wrong with your business. And there's a bunch. Like, I don't know if it's going to be inconsistency or if it's going to be like you not doing enough or not hiring enough creators or not testing enough product or not selecting the right product, which are like mega winners, or not starting Facebook ad, whatever the things are, just try to figure out what kind of things are out there which you could improve on. And then double down on that. You get to 100K by doing a lot. And then you get to $1 million by doing only the right things. You know what I mean? You have to truly understand what you have to prioritize right now. Like, you can't outwork yourself to the million. You really have to fully understand what's wrong, what's good, what should you lock into, and this is what you need to focus on. Like later, we can look over like generally everything you do, and then I can tell you how I would specifically change everything and like what I would put most attention to. And it's just having these like monthly or even weekly brainstorming sessions with yourself or with somebody where you try to understand if you're going in the right direction. And every week you should have like almost an accountability call with yourself where you ask yourself, did I go in the right direction this week? Yes or no? Yeah. What could I have done better? Like just recapping and having these like one day offs where you're just only thinking. And I think that's like the thing which helped me so much. It's just insane. And then the last thing is leverage and employees. Like, just if I can send a voice message versus do it, I do it. Like, the task is done because I don't have to do it. And if I would have to do it, then it wouldn't be done because it's too much work, because it's annoying. Because I have a bunch of stuff to do. So I think these are the main ones.
Okay. Definitely say that on board. At the start of your journey, let's say when you was making like 6 figures plus, what would you say during that period your day-to-day non-negotiables were when you was trying to scale to like
having a perfectly structured to-do list was the number one thing. Like, exactly knowing what I'm going to do today. Even yesterday evening, I know what I'm going to do today. That was, when I have that down, my life is good. Like, if I just that one thing is more than enough to carry me through making a lot of money, because I know if I just know exactly what to do and it's perfectly structured, I do it, and that's number one. And then second is figuring out what to do. And this is what you need to, like, this is what I was pointing at with like the brainstorming sessions. You just need to truly understand what you have to do, what the highest level activities are, what the priorities are. And then you just don't get distracted at all. You would, like, if you would watch me work for a day, you would be like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? You're leaving out so many things. And you're going to see how I just ignore everything. You're like, if you would just watch me work, you would see important message after important message come in, and I don't give a fuck. I don't respond. I don't no, I have my to do right now. And it's just blocking out everything, every emergent, nothing is there. I know what to do. Now, of course, there's a level. Like, somebody, like, if there's a real emergency with the family, it's like everybody thinks there's a burning fire, but it's not really a burning fire. Usually, a week later, everyone forgot and it's fine. Yeah. Like, these burning fires are a scam, literally. And I didn't know where I read it, but like, I read that Napoleon was only opening his letters 2 weeks after we received them, because 90% of them were irrelevant at that point. In the 2 weeks he just didn't open them, 90% of all the letters he got, the problem was already solved. And 2 weeks later, he opens it. If it's still a problem, then you solve it, And I think that's the thing, like, just not getting distracted by anything. You just need to truly block out everything. Like, you just turn off your phone, turn off everything. You just have your to-do. And then you have to stress yourself to finish the to-do in the time. That's the main thing. But yeah, like, overall, how would you describe like your experience with the program, and how was like the journey for you?
I don't even believe that you can succeed so fast without the program. Yeah. Now, I started dropshipping from day one with the program, and with how everything's structured, it's just impossible not to make money. Yeah. Now, that is if you put your 120% in, not 10, not 20, not 50, 120. If you put your 120 in, there's no way you're not going to make it. Like the team, Tristan, Bon, like all these guys, they're just insane. They're insane. They've got the source. The system is just perfectly in place, and the product selection alone, if I was to test like all the products that I had on a sheet, I would be here like 50-year-old still making TikTok videos and doing the same thing. Like, it's just one product selection, has completely changed my life just from that one product. And I can say now that there's no way that would have been the last product on my the last thing that I would have ever tested. Yeah. So it's just that alone is worth everything to me. So
100%. Like you have to think about it. Is it worth it to you to try everything by yourself, not invest money into a mentorship program, just do everything by yourself, and then lose out on winner after winner after winner that you think is bad and you just don't test it, and then you start focusing your time on products which are trash and you waste months and months of your life? Like, just that decision is literally not logical. If you want to get help from people who actually know what they're doing, and we just look at your sheets, we tell you, is this product good? Yes or no? We answer that question. That's a question you can't answer by yourself because you don't have the overview. You don't know if a product is good. We know it. Like, we have hundreds of people in the program. We know exactly what's good and what's bad. We have the overview of everything. So we know for a fact if a product is good or bad. And we tell you that. So just that by itself is worth more than you pay. Okay. On top of that, we help you with how to create videos, how to go viral, how to set up the stores, how to do everything from A to Z to get to a profitable business. And then later on, we help you scale with ads, with like TikTok Shop, and with these like higher level things. So if you're interested, click the link below and I will see you there very, very soon.